Hey, what's up, Coach? Welcome back to the podcast. Today is episode 198, and the title is Accountability to Others. And my two favorite words out there are discipline and accountability. And I know, I'm the first to know, if I'm not disciplined, if I'm not accountable, nothing's going to change. And hopefully by this point, I've clearly explained that on the last several months of our daily podcast here. And if you've been enjoying these podcasts, make sure to leave us some feedback. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your opinion on the show. If it's been helping you, definitely leave us some feedback here on iTunes. Now let's dig in. In my opinion, there's really two types of people out there. There's people who take accountability, right? That means that when they say they're going to do something, they do it. And I believe that it's easier to get something done when you are accountable to not only yourself, but to someone else. Here's a good example. Let's say you want to start a business and you don't tell anyone about it. And then you decide not to start your business. Well, you weren't accountable to yourself. That means that you failed in making a decision on what you wanted to do. Now, when you tell someone that you're going to start a business and that person can keep you accountable, that's what I look at as a real friend or a real mentor, is someone who's going to listen to you and they're going to be like, all right, on this day, you have to get this done. And if you don't get this done, then you're not being accountable to yourself or to me. And I'm not going to be friends with you anymore. That's the level of accountability I'm talking about. When you have people like that in your life, then you know you don't want to let them down, because if you don't want to let them down, right, it means you're probably going to get the job done faster, right? And this is something that I've done thousands of times with coaches in our consulting program or coaches that I've worked with here at my office. If you've seen photos of me and other coaches from around the country here at my office in San Antonio, like when we set out goals, like we make sure they're accountable. Like we set up 7-day goals, 14-day goals, 60-day goals, and certain things have to be done in a certain amount of time. And when you have a deadline, you'll be more accountable. And I think it's way easier to be accountable to yourself when you have someone else that's involved, because this way you're not just letting yourself down, you're letting them down. And no one likes to let anyone down. And that's why you need to have an accountability partner. And I'm going to leave you with that today. Do you have anyone who's holding you accountable to what you say you want to do? If you don't, you need to start finding someone. Like you need to find someone who can keep you accountable. That could be a friend. That could be your wife, your husband. That could be a business coach. That could be anyone out there who, like, when you say something to them, they're going to hold you accountable to it, right? And I know for me personally, I have a business coach. And every single time I see her, I know I have to have my crap together. Because if I don't, she's going to make me feel bad about it. That's just straight up. She's going to make me feel bad about not doing what I said I was going to do. And that gives me a higher sense of urgency to go get my crap done, right? And when that happens, I get more progress within my business. And it's the same for you. When you have that accountability partner, trust me, you will be able to move at light speed with what you're doing, because you don't want to let that person down. All right. I hope this helps you out. If you want true accountability, this is what our mastermind program is all about. You're not only accountable to me, you're not only accountable to those who are in the group, but like everyone at that point is going to be accountable to each other. And that's huge, because we have a lot of coaches in this group now, and it's not just one or two coaches that we're talking about. All right. We have an army of coaches that are part of this group, and everyone's accountable to what they say, because when we set deadlines, it's like it has to get done. And if you don't get it done, well, you're selling yourself short at that point, right? And if you want to learn more about this program, so this way we can get you more accountable, simply head over to our website at www.buildmysportsbiz.com and click on the mastermind button. From there, you can learn all about that program. That's it for today's podcast, guys. I'll see you later.